Whether you've made 100 photo books or you're thinking about this as your first one, what I'm going to talk about today will help you think about it a little bit differently. I've spent years helping people take their photos and their memories and turn them into meaningful photo books. And today I would like to share with you how I think about designing one that actually tells the story. Hi, I am Shanna. I'm a certified photo manager and album designer. I'm based in Ontario, Canada. I run Ginger Snaps Photo Management and also Ginger Snaps Studio. Many people think a great photo book is about having perfect photos, perfectly lit, beautifully staged, technically flawless. But really, the most meaningful photo books that I've ever seen don't contain the perfect photos. Think about the photos you go back to most often, the ones that make you catch your breath. Are they the one where everyone is perfectly posed? Probably not. They're the blurry one of your child running, or maybe the dimly lit birthday cake photo, or maybe it's the one where everybody's laughing and someone is blinking. Photos do not need to be perfectly lit, perfectly staged, technically flawless to be worth including in your book. Choosing a photo isn't about how good it is, it's about does it belong to this story. Think of an old photo of a parent or a grandparent. Quite often in those photos, the person is very close to the edge of the frame and it's not usually perfectly clear. But those are the photos that we treasure. It's because of who is in it. When we hold photos to a perfection standard, we leave out the ones that actually matter. Don't miss out on those precious memories because perfection stands in the way. One thing I hear all the time is, I have so many photos I don't even know where to start. But here's the truth, you don't need hundreds of photos to tell a story well. You just need the right photos. In fact, fewer photos often make a stronger book. When every photo has a reason to be there, the story gets clearer. A photo book isn't a storage unit, it's a curated story. And stories have a shape. They don't just need to include everything that happened. It doesn't have to be a big occasion. You don't need to have a wedding or a vacation or a big milestone birthday to justify a photo book. Everyday life is worth capturing too. A little book about a single season, a weekend getaway, how your kids spent a random summer, the way your kitchen looked on a Saturday morning for a year. These small books on small themes are some of the most precious ones that I have seen. They capture the ordinary life, and ordinary life is what means the most when we look back. I've made beautiful, meaningful books with only 30 photos. More is not always better, and big is not always better. Sometimes a little 20-page book about something quiet is the one people reach for again and again. I have a few books here that I would like to give you a little peek at. The first one is this big one, which is a wedding book. And of course, it is lovely. We all know that these photos are beautiful. They're staged, they're lit, they're fantastic, and these books are precious. But what I really would like you to see are these little small books that really capture the day-to-day. These are a simple little 6.5 by 6.5 book that captures a weekend getaway. These are perfect, and these are great books for creating for your weekend away and sharing with your family or friends that you enjoyed that weekend with. This is another sample of an interesting small themed book. This book was created for Christmas 2022. In our area in Canada, we had blizzards that Christmas that shut Christmas down. So it was a great memory because Christmas looked entirely different that year. So it's a little 8.5 by 8.5 soft cover book, inexpensive, does not take a lot of time to put together. But when we look back, these are fantastic memories of a time that we will never forget. So what makes a photo book feel like a story? Think about the beginning, the middle, and the end. If it's a vacation book or a baby's first year, they have a general natural arc. You want to give it that shape intentionally. Think about the emotional flow, not just the chronological order of what you're putting together. Sometimes the most powerful photo is the quiet one. Maybe it's the sleepy face after the birthday party, not just the in front of the cake shot. Remember to include the small details, the table set for dinner, the handwritten notes, the messy kitchen after Christmas morning. These are the photos that really transport you back. I'd love if you could drop a comment in and tell me, have you ever made a photo book before? It's also important to balance people, places, and context. A book of only faces can feel really flat. Mix it up. Who was there? Where were you? What did it feel like to be in that moment? Remember to get yourself in the photo. The person behind the camera goes missing from the story. Hand the camera off to somebody else or use your timer. You deserve to be in the book too. Try to take photos with less interruption. Not everybody has to stop what they're doing all the time and smile at the camera. Capture what's actually happening, the real moments, not the posed moments. Ask yourself, does this make me want to turn the page? Sometimes what you leave out is just as important as what you include. Not every page needs to be full. Give important photos room to breathe. A photo that sits alone with white space around it tells the viewer, this one really matters. Try not to overfill your pages. When a page is crammed with photos, then nothing stands out. The eye doesn't know where to go. That said, if you're capturing a season or a year in the life of a busy family, full pages make sense. There's a time and a place for it, but don't feel as though every space on your pages has to be full. Keep your layouts simple enough that the photos do the talking. The design is there to support the story, but not compete with it. Photos that belong together emotionally can share a spread, even if they weren't taken at the same time. I always ask myself, if someone opened this book to this page with no context, would they feel something? If yes, then it's working. When you're trying to get everything included in your book, nothing stands out. Including too many photos is not always better. Be careful of chasing perfection over meaning. The imperfect photos are often the best photos. If this gave you a new way of thinking about photo books, hit the like button to let us know you enjoyed this video. If you would like guided support with a little more structure, I would love to have you join us in Gingersnap Studio. It's our monthly community where we work on our photo books together step by step. You can find out more at gingersnaps.ca. And if you prefer help from an expert who can take the whole project off your plate, a professional photo manager can help you from start to finish. You can feel free to contact me, or you can find a pro at thephotomanagers.com. Your photos don't have to be perfect to tell a meaningful story. You don't need a big occasion or a big book. Start small if you need to. A little book about something you love is still a story worth telling. The stories are already in your photos. Your job is to bring them out. Thanks for watching and happy photo booking.